Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and this is Darkest Dungeon. We dealt with all of the issues that our tribe of warriors was having in the last episode, so let's go ahead and jump into a mission. It's an apprentice level 1 mission, which is actually rather nice, and we can try out some of the newer characters, since our original crew, Reynold, Dismas, loads of people are still actually in rehab? I don't know, whatever. They're de-stressifying, which is kind of nice. The bounty hunter is apparently coming along for the ride, but I can take him out should I wish to. I think I actually will take him out because I do want to select people that have lower levels of stress. I'm going to take you on, Louve, because you're a Vestal and you've actually had a de-stress session. I don't actually know what this guy is. You're a Seeker Houndmaster. Your max HP is 21. Now, I think that is actually... I thought it was decent, but apparently it's not. We need someone who is kind of tanky to go at the front. I think maybe this Seeker Bounty Hunter, you can head at the front, and then maybe you? Or what are you? You're a Seeker Houndmaster. Let's get the Plague Doctor, the Seeker Plague Doctor. Poison. I don't think we want... First of all, I think we want that to be like that. The Highwayman, I'm not sure that we actually value the Highwayman. It might be better just to take along a Houndmaster. I kind of want to take along the Houndmaster just to see what is going to go down. Now, the annoying thing is that we do not have another Crusader to stick in front of the pack, which is rather annoying. We're gonna go for this one. It's another scout mission, which is, I guess, a little bit of a shame because I kind of wanted to do something a little bit more than a scout mission, but you know, whatever, we're gonna have to make do. Doggy treats greatly increases the hound's vigor for a short time, so I have no idea the mechanics that are gonna be in play for the hound master. Let's take a bunch of food with us. We're gonna take, yeah, about 16 food. We'll take a shovel. Anti-venom, we've got one anti-venom. We'll take 2 sets of bandages, I guess. I'll take maybe 1 or 2 of those. And of course, a shit ton of torches. 12 torches. And a single skeleton key. So we basically wiped out half of our money. I guess that's okay. Let's hope that the layout of the ruins are better than the layout was last time, which was a little bit annoying. And yep, it seems that definitely the layout is at least a little bit better. All right, let's do it. Let's head in. We're gonna want to move to this room and head along. There is an obstacle here, but I'm fully prepared and ready to use whatever it takes. I don't know why I didn't just use a shovel there, because I'm not sure if a shovel is reusable. I'm presuming it is, but maybe I just decided not to do that. Let's select a destination on the map. There's a trap and a curio. Doesn't really matter which way we go. I guess we'll head to this one first because I guess it's kind of circular. Trap disarm 80. Awesome. And that's a little bit of de-stressing. That's exactly what we need. Now this curio upcoming, I'm not entirely convinced that an alchemy table, maybe... Sure, I'll take it. Yeah, I guess we'll just give it a crack. That's a little bit annoying. Only 100 treasure. I mean, that's kind of worthless. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Mr. Narrator, I was speaking over you there, but you know, it remains to be said. It's rather worthless what you were offering me there. There's a curio and then a curio and a trap. I'd rather avoid this walkway if we possibly can. Avoiding traps, if at all possible. It's always nice to be able to avoid traps. Hunger. Yeah, sure. I guess we'll stop to eat. No one's really in a state of mind that that things are bad. But the cabinet is locked. Sure, I'm actually going to use the skeleton key. There we go. Just because, oh my god, holy shit, that was totally worth it. 100% worth it. Skeleton key cost 200 bucks, and we made easily triple that from this cabinet. So, yes, please, I will take that any day of the week. Let us continue on towards greatness, baby. Still no encounters yet with anyone or anything, which is very nice.
The way is lit, the path is clear.
The way is lit, the path is clear, and no one is stressed, which is absolutely lovely. We managed to surprise the enemy, which is always grand. It's the Plague Doctor that goes first. Alright, so Disorienting Blast will give us a stun, and it will also shuffle people around. Now, this doesn't really matter in this context, because it looks like they're both melee, which is actually okay. And I'm probably interested in dealing damage more than anything. Like, I'm not really that bothered about... it says enemy party clear all corpses. I don't really know if that will actually just straight up just clear every single corpse, but let's just deal damage to... I guess the first or second guy. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess we go for the second guy, right? Because we want to do damage over time since we'll be blighting them. Of course, if they just resist the blight, then that is a problem. But hey ho, what can you do? Guard Dog will give us Guard Ally plus 15%. We can do it on anyone. We can do Lick Wounds, which is a self-heal, which is not something that I'm actually really interested in. Blackjack. That seems like something that I'm interested in. Unfortunately, I cannot do it from this current position in the stack, so we might potentially get the Plague Doctor to move positions. He's probably a little bit far forward for my liking, but that's okay. Alright, let's just do the Hound's Rush, which is... I mean, it's not great, but it's good enough, and it will be, fingers crossed, good enough damage to... yeah, to do a decent amount of damage. Now, you resisted bleeding as well, so fuck me, you're really good at resisting things, which is not so good. 5 to 10 damage, that's a good chance that we manage to finish off one of these guys. Alternatively, Uppercut. How much damage does Uppercut do? It does 2 to 4, and it also knocks you back 2 places, and it gives us a guaranteed stun. I say a guaranteed stun, it obviously depends on their resistance, but in this instance, I think it would give us a guaranteed stun. I'm just gonna straight up say, yeah, we want to try and deal as much damage as possible. I could have gone for the guaranteed kill there, but if we do a Dazzling Light, then that will actually give us the kill. Could give us the kill on this dude, but we're just gonna do it on that guy. And there we go. Take 3 damage. And now we don't have to worry about the corpse, so it's almost as if I planned that. Alright. Let's Noxious Blast or a stun. I mean, it doesn't matter. We should be able to deal plenty of damage in this phase to take the enemy out. So there we go, 7 damage. That Houndmaster is actually pretty decent, and that amount of gold is also pretty damned considerable. Still no use for the doggy treats yet, which is fine, I guess. Decorative urn. Check inside the urn. Sentimental gifts are inside.
Waiting to be spent.
Sure. Thank you very much. And let's keep on topping up the light. That's one of those things, right? I would much rather just spend money on torches and be done with it, rather than, you know, just not fuck around with that stuff. I should have reordered the Plague Doctor and the Houndmaster, but actually, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I kind of do want to change. Maybe I should just go for the change right now. I think I'm gonna go for the Disorienting Blast because it is gonna do a shuffle, which is quite nice. But I don't really have any need for a shuffle yet. Noxious Blast. Let's do the Noxious Blast on the guy with the most HP. No, wait a second. Rend for the Old Gods. I don't know what that does. I can't hover over that debuff. But anyway, let's give it a crack. Let's hope that you get blighted. You've resisted the blight, so... what can you do, eh? It's not exactly ideal, but it's not exactly terrible either. Blackjack, how much damage does that do? 40... No, that does 2 to 3. but it does give us a stun. I'm actually going to say you can just straight up move. That may seem like a little bit of a waste, and by golly, you're absolutely right that it is a certain waste. But I think we've just got to go with it, you know? This will give us Torch +6, so that's rather nice to do. Party Heal, I think I actually might be more interested in the Party Heal than anything else. Mace Bash, you're never gonna get used for Mace Bash. Your HP is, and you know, you're not someone that should be in combat. I don't think, not with healing spells. That's definitely not what I'm interested in. Let's do a group heal. 1 health across the board, I think, is nicer than just focusing on one specific character in this instance. That dodge will go a long way. Rend for the old gods, I guess, will give us a little bit more stress. Bandaging, we can bandage people. I think I actually do want to bandage. How much does that do? 1 damage per round for 2 rounds. 1 damage is not a lot. Is it worth using a bandage in order to prevent that? Great question. I don't know. I do not know. There's a good chance that we might be able to finish this guy off, which I think maybe we just want to go for, you know, like the guaranteed finish off. But no, I think we're going to target this guy. That's actually really decent damage on the first guy, and the first guy of the stack. I'm just worried about stress. Stress is just, you know, it's just one of those things. Could go for the guaranteed kill on this guy, and I am interested. Here's a play, here's a play, here's a play, here's a play. This is what we do, this is what we do. We do uppercut, which will knock back this dude 2 spaces, but it'll also deal 2 damage. So therefore, we bring a new person to the front of the stack, and we don't have to deal with the corpse. Is that gonna work? No. The answer to that is no. So we still we still have to go through the corpse anyway. Fantastic. Okay. Blackjack. What does Blackjack do? Blackjack gives us a stun. The stun, of course, which would theoretically be guaranteed. Hound's Rush against... I think we probably, if we want to Hound's Rush anyone, we want to do it against this guy, because this guy has the least resistance to bleed debuff. So yeah, sure, let's go for an attack on you and hope that we get the bleed off. Perfect, awesome. It's not much, but it is, you know, 3 damage is decent. 3 damage is decent. A plague grenade might actually be what the doctor ordered, because as far as I'm mistaken, these guys are both fairly unresistive to blight. There is a chance that it might not trigger, but there's a good chance that it will on both of them. That's fantastic, and that is a hell of a lot of damage for you to be taking at the very back, which is really good. That's a lot of stress, and I'm not super happy about that, but you know, shit happens. Dazzling Light will give us a stun. Now, if I could get a stun onto this guy, the Bone Courtier, that would be really good. I'm not convinced that it actually will happen, but you're a ranged hero, and it would be great if we could stop you dealing damage for 1 round. Now, obviously, the skeleton is a little bit of an issue, but the skeleton is the weakest of all of the units there. That's great. I'm really happy with how we played that, actually. I say we, me. It was all me. I'm really happy with how I played that. But you're not resistant to blight. Let's do it, I guess, then. Yeah, we don't want it to do it to you. We want to do Noxious Blast on you and hope that you get blighted. Hey, I like Plague Doctors. I do like Plague Doctors. Self-heal for 5 HP. No, it's just not worth it. And let's try and get a stun in on you, I guess? Sure. Yeah, great. And you're stunned now. Fantastic. You're going to be unstunned, but you're going to be dead next turn anyway, so that's really nice. Now, your stun resistance does get buffed when you are affected by a stun, but who really gives a shit anyway, because you're dead. So, so that kind of sucks for you, I'm afraid. Now, this guy, I was looking forward to using Mark for Death, because that apparently works in combination with the Houndmaster. So, unbelievably, the Hound's Rush is buffed by the Marked for Death effect, which is comes from the bounty hunter. You know, he's the only guy in the group that has got the marked for death effect. So that's kind of nice, I guess. But I think that we can just straight up do the collect bounty on top of this guy's noggin, on top of this guy's head, and be done with the battle. And honestly, very, very happy with the way that that turned out. That was a very successful battle for us, and I am starting to feel the vibes. Okay, where do we want to go for now? We need to explore 90% of the rooms. I actually think it's going to be fine if we just head to this room, and then head to this room, and then end the quest. Then end the quest, so we just miss this room entirely. That was my plan all along. Now, is this the order that we're happy with? I think this is the order that we're happy with. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that this is an order that we are happy with. Crate contains stashed heirlooms. One singular portrait. It's better than no singular portrait. And honestly, stress levels in this dungeon, I was away to say, I'm not super happy with the fact that I didn't flick on another torch just quickly there. Stress levels in this dungeon have gone remarkably well. I'm pretty damned happy with how things are going. Now, this is a maggot, so I'm pretty sure that this should actually be buffed, because this actually does give plus 15% damage versus beast, which is really good. We need to make sure that we try and affect someone who is going to be able to bleed. Now, it turns out that this spitter, the spider, is probably the best target for this, because straight up, we might just actually manage to finish this guy off, but also, we are going to have the highest chance of making this guy bleed. So, let's do it. And you know what? We even get a 7% crit. A lucky 7% crit is always lovely. What is the blight chance? I imagine the blight chance on these guys is rather minimal. Yeah, indeed it is. So I'm not super worried about doing this, but I guess we'll do it for the sake of it. 2 damage is 2 damage, but you're probably going to resist the blight. Indeed. Shit happens. You managed to do 3 damage to the Plague Doctor. 7 stress is fine. The fact that you're stunned is actually okay, because blighting is bloody useless on these guys. They do have 100% stun resistance, so let's not do that. Let's actually take this opportunity to heal up. We could heal up the Plague Doctor, but I'm actually going to heal up the Seeker Bounty Hunter, because you're at the front of the pack, and I value you being at high health, probably at all times. Could go for a guaranteed kill, probably on either one of these guys, in all honesty. Let's go for a default kill on the second guy, purely because I don't want to deal with a corpse. So no bother there. And now we can just go again. Stun, 125 base. There is a chance that I managed to stun this guy. There's a 25% chance, according to my calculations, which may or may not be correct, that I stun this guy. No, I resist. Sucks, but shit happens. Let's just finish you off. That was perhaps a little bit of a dodgy play, but hey-ho. Skeleton key, that's actually worth 200 bucks, so that's kind of nice. Gold, value, 50 each. Funny that, eh? Good. Let us progress onwards, and potentially into the second last room of all rooms. Oh, for fuck's sake, I fucked up. I didn't press the torch button again. It's very bad. The blight chance, the blight resist chance on these guys is pathetic, so that is real good. What's the difference here? Crit modifier 2%. Damage modifier minus 90%. So it's actually... Yeah, it's less damage. It's less damage if we throw the Plague Grenade, but if we use the Noxious Blast, then it will deal up to 2 damage, but that's pretty pathetic anyway. And I care about hitting the ranged dudes, so let's do this, and hope that you both get blighted to hell. There we go. That is exactly what we're talking about. Now, none of these guys are beasts, unfortunately, so that's a little bit of a shame. These guys have all incredibly high bleed tolerances, so I'm thinking that perhaps Blackjack is the more appropriate move here. Perhaps get off a stun. I think I care more about the fact that these guys can do ranged attacks than I do about these 2 stupid skeletons. So let's give the mace attack a crack. And if we can get you stunned, then that is even better. Not to mention the fact that we're bringing you down within death range, should I say. So that's rather lovely. Divine Heal, or Divine Grace, should I say, which will, of course, give us a heal. There is a 2.5% chance that we do manage to crit, but you know, we can't reliably rely on that. So I think we probably want to heal up the Plague Doctor. The Seeker Bounty Hunter, you're doing pretty damn hot right now. So let's heal up the Plague Doctor for 5. Good, good, good. That brings you up to about 3/4 HP. Let's use the uppercut move. Let's use this to knock one of these chaps out of position. Now, if we manage to hit this guy, then we knock him all the way back. Means that we can access these 2 chaps much, much easier. And of course, these are the guys that are, that we're really worried about. Now, Bump in the Night, I don't know, you see, on his skills, I don't know how effective those skills are from the 3rd and 4th position in the queue, but we're certainly going to give it a crack. So, fingers crossed. Oh, you took a lot of damage. Oh, that felt really good. Oh, this is glorious. You used Tempting Goblet? Well, that sucks. Bump in the Night? Maybe a dodge? Nah, no, not a dodge. That's a shame. You are stunned, but you're now buffed. And you die. That is rough for you, actually. That's really, really rough. Plague Grenade or Blinding Gas. I think we actually just go Blinding Gas. It's the Disorienting Blast. This guy's abilities are really, really good, and I like this dude a lot, but they're not that great when we're winning. I mean, they're good when we're losing, but not great when we're winning. Let's just kill this guy. I mean, the chances of us not killing this guy are very minimal. So there we go. Yep, let's just get a guaranteed kill off on you. Let's heal up with you. I mean, I think it speaks to our strengths that we are actually managing to use the Vestal's ability to heal rather than offensively. I think it really does mean that we're doing well. I think we just actually want to Hound Attack and, you know, have a 90% chance of finishing you off. In fact, no, let's do a Hound Attack onto this chap at the back here. 4 to 7 damage. There's a good chance that we finish him. And also, you are going to be finished very, very soon from being blighted. Unfortunately, yep, you might take a little bit of extra damage, a little bit of extra stress. That sucks. I know. What can you do? But, well, you're dead anyway, so before you even get your turn, you'll be taken out by the Plague Doctor. The Plague Doctor, I must say, is pretty fucking dope. Oh, no. We don't have enough room. Let's just get people to eat then. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's open it up. Let's open the skeleton chest. Let's use the skeleton key. And let's take the heirlooms. So, oh god. We are... That's 375 gold. 250 gold each. It's 500 gold each. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All we need to do is manage our inventory a little bit more effectively, and we're fine. Let's move to this room, and let's actually head... You salvage the unburned torch. Thank you very much, video game. You're making my job a hell of a lot easier. Now we can actually use a shovel. A shovel for this.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
What? I'm pretty sure we used our shovel, didn't we? Am I just being an idiot, or am I doing something completely wrong? Let's top up our light, make sure that we're a-okay with light. There's been relatively little combat in this dungeon, actually, but I feel that obviously there might be combat in this last room here, but I feel that even as we go, I'm feeling much more confident. Like I'm honestly very, very happy with... Oh, that's a shame. I'm honestly very, very happy with hunger. Yeah, sure. Let's sit down. Let's nom on some food, and then let's progress onwards. I'm very, very happy with the way that just, you know, things are going. I'm straight up feeling more confident. Let's continue adventuring. Wow, that's it. There's nothing else. That's literally it. That was quite a quick quest, actually, and I must say, incredibly profitable. Very, very profitable indeed. Holy cow! Now this is on top of the gold that we received for actually completing the quest. Not to mention all of the heirlooms, of which we got a vast variety, which I'm very, very happy with. Now, what have you got? No stress penalty when walking backwards. Okay. Minus 5% damage melee skills. I'm actually remarkably okay with that, considering you just throw potions all day long. So that's good. Super, super happy with that victory. Very, very happy.
The terrible wonders I have come to know.
Good. Well, week 4, someone has recovered 81 stress, so good on you, buddy. Gambled and recovered 69 stress. Is filled with hope after communing with a higher power. Prayed and recovered 69, and is no longer fearful. Fantastic. Meditated and recovered 56. You're no longer selfish. And the sanitarium, the survivalist, and the nomad wagon is now unlocked. Awesome. The Cove has been unlocked. The Warrens has been unlocked. Safford is now Apprentice Houndmaster level 1. And that's all fine. That's great. Good. Very, very happy with that. What is this? This is the Sanitarium. And this will treat quirks and diseases. So, for example, I bet you we could treat... Yeah, so we could treat one of these guys quirks, or alternatively, we could unlock some different abilities. I'm not really sure that I'm interested in doing that right now, but it's interesting. The Nomad Wagon.
And charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Nomad Wagon gives us a bunch of opportunity to unlock rarer stuff. Common plus 20% stun skill chance. That's actually really good. Like, that 20% is pretty good. I don't know if it's good value for money, but it looks good to me. Also, what is this? Upgrade camping skills. Now, camping is not something that we've even touched upon yet.
She is a stalwart survivor.
We've not even dealt with it. Unshakable leader. Oh. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Minus 20% stress, minus 25% stress. I mean, when I say I didn't mean to do that, I did mean to do it because it's good, but I have no idea how that actually plays into the wider game at all. We do need to send some people to de-stress, I think. Well, actually, maybe do we not? I'm not really certain, actually, but what I do know is that we are going to be able to get the Crusader in for the next round. We're going to be able to get the Witch Doctor in. Witch Doctor, Plague Doctor, whatever. We're going to be able to get you in. Lovell, you just came away from the brothel, so that's fine. And we can also get the Highwaymen. So there's a plentiful bunch of characters that we have available to us. I'm actually going to take a brand new Crusader, stick you up there. And I'm also going to take another Seeker Bounty Hunter, because that was really, really decent. Marked for Death you don't actually have unlocked, but I do actually want to get someone. I do actually want to unlock Marked for Death on you, so that's something else that we need to bear in mind for the future. The Seeker Highwaymen, we've got enough Highwaymen at the moment, so I'm not going to press that issue any further. But, ladies and gents, on that note, my name, of course, has been Oda Potato. This has been Darkest Dungeon. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.